Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm very excited for this video because we are going to be doing a first impression on the new Autumn's Rain palette from City Grace Cosmetics. City Grace is one of my favorite indie brands. They have so many beautiful single shadows. I love their single shadows. So when they announced they were coming out their first palette, I was really excited for them. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like, and I think it's definitely a mix of neutral and colorful. There's like some purple, some green, this teal shade, a deep blue, different purple matte shades, this ruby red shade right here. Just, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I think I'm definitely going to use that today. But then there are some neutrals here, like a taupe, a gold, a bronze, some more warm tone, some neutral shades, and a matte like cream color. So I was just so excited about this. So this palette retails for $52, and I did see some complaints on the price, but geez, I hate when the longer hair gets stuck in front of my face. So as far as the price goes, I do just want to say, I mean, I feel this for a lot of indie brands get like talked about the price, but when then like a brand who's mass producing their products, like they don't get questioned at all, which I think is very interesting. But as single shadows, these all would retail for $5 each. They're all full sized, so if you actually more than $5, some of their press pigments are $6. It goes back and forth, so the total value of this palette would be much more than what you're actually paying for. Plus you get this really cute palette. You get a mirror. The mirror is not the best quality. It definitely looks a little bit more like a funhouse mirror, so that's not my favorite. But the actual packaging of the palette I think is so stunning and unique, and like the different colors in it, I just love this packaging. They have all the information on the back. There is 0.95 ounces of product in here, so I think this is really beautiful. And also, in case you didn't know, City Grace Cosmetics had to take a little bit of a... And also, in case you didn't know, City Grace Cosmetics is located... Also, in case you didn't know, City Grace Cosmetics is located in Paradise, California, where there were a lot of wildfires, and they were very lucky because their land was just outside the fires and they did not lose anything. They wanted to give back to their community, so 25% of the proceeds for this palette until the end of 2018 go to victims of the fires in Paradise, California. So I thought that was really cool as well. So I grabbed this on Black Friday for full price, but I was happy to give to a good cause. And you know, it is a beautiful palette, so I'm really excited about it. Especially, like I said, this amber jewel shade, it just makes me so happy. So let's just go ahead and swatch this. I'm just gonna go ahead and start off. Here is Queen of the North. Actually, I should mention really quickly, if you notice my finger here is really green, it's because I stuck my nail into a eyeshadow and like ruined half of it, so that's what it is. It's like stained now. But there's Queen of the North, pretty much just a plain highlighting shade. I think that would actually work for me, even though I rarely use shades like that anymore. Then we've got Palace, which this is actually really pretty. This is like a soft rosy tone, actually kind of like a blush tone. That's really pretty. Okay. Next we have Supreme Harvest, which is like a pretty orange, kind of like a rusty orange. Alright, so next we have Nature's Crown. Actually, that's kind of more of like it's like a softer brown, but it has kind of a mustardy undertone. I don't think my finger's in focus. Alright, next we have Golden Wheat, which is like a deeper brown. And then Amber Jewels, that shade I keep talking about. Ooh, so pretty. Next we have Magnificent Chestnut. So that's not a shade I would normally go for, but it swatched really beautifully. It's like a really foiled deep bronze, more of a neutral bronze. And then we got Golden Scepter, which is a brighter gold. You guys know how I feel about golds. Wondrous Night. Okay, I got some hair in that because I'm a hairy person apparently, but that's pretty much looks like a true silver. It looked a little bit more taupey in the palette, but yeah, it looks like a nice silver, which is a nice like addition. Like I feel like that's kind of covering all your bases for like a lot of lid shades that most people like to wear. You can see they swatch so nice, which I'm not surprised at all. I actually just saw this morning that this palette got an A+ review on Temptalia, which made me so happy to see. I've seen her in sorry, I've seen her reviewing a bunch of indie brands recently. Like I saw she got Divina Cosmetics as well, and it makes me so happy. All right, so next we have Majestic Breeze, which is that teal shade. I think you can tell it kind of looks a little sheer. I'm just gonna like do an extra swatch in the pan. Yeah, okay. And then we've got Countess, which is a really pretty soft purple. And then Brilliant Realm, looks like a deeper plum shade. Those are so pretty. Right. Oh, the plum. Okay, we're gonna do a little extra swatch. Let's see. Right. Last but not least, the last three shades, we've got Sovereign Rain, that deep purple, so pretty. Fallen Splendor. Ooh. Ooh, that's really pretty. That all over the lid. Okay, okay. Moonlit Kingdom. It's a really deep blue. Alright, so this is the weirdest angle ever, but there are all the shades swatched, and I think they look really nice. Some of the mattes are a little bit more sheer, but we'll see how they work on the eyes. Oh, look at my fingers. That's after I swatched them. That's how intense their metallic shades are. Let's swatch them again, see what we can do. Look, do you see that? That's swatched twice. I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe off those swatches, and then we'll zoom in and start applying. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Queen of the North. I rarely use shades like this, but I just figured I'm going to use that as a like brow bone highlight. I'll just use this as my first step. So now I'm going to go ahead and take Palace right here, and I'm going to put that in my crease. Use that as my transition shade today. I wasn't originally planning on using this for my first impression. Like, I had an idea going in my mind, but I'm just really drawn to this shade. Just gonna add a little bit more. Pretty. I like that. I feel like that's kind of more of a, I mean, it's a nice warm shade, but I feel like it is a little bit more on the unique, like almost like a coralish side, a corally blush. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Supreme Harvest, and I'm just going to start off in my outer V and then take that a little bit lower in the crease. Alright, so I am going in and just layering that a little bit. I'm getting a bit of lines, which sometimes I get on my inner corner when I just need to blend a little bit more, because I do have a lot of lines and whatnot in my eyes, so just gonna take a little extra time right there. This is such a pretty fiery shade. I am going in with the previous brush and just slightly blending a little bit more. I think that I kind of overtook that original shade with the new shade, so I'm gonna take a touch more of Palace and just kind of put it right over the top and just go into circular motions and blend. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Brilliant Realm. I'm going to put that on my outer V. Very curious to see how this goes since it didn't swatch the best. On my outer V, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not sticking as much as I would want it to. It is blending away just a little bit. I have this problem a lot right here. I've pretty much figured out the solution most of the time, so I'm just going to kind of blend out the edge, and then we'll fix that in a little bit. So I'm just going to take one of my previous blending brushes and just blend out the edge a little bit right here. So now for the part I'm most excited about, I'm going to go ahead and take Amber Jewels, and I'm going to use that on my finger because I find that the Sydney Grace Metallics work best on a finger or like a really precise packing brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my lid. Oh my gosh, this shade. Also going to be careful to put it in my outer V right here as well, because we're going to use that later. Now that the metallic is down, I'm going to take Brilliant Realm again and pack that on top. Okay, so my oil heater turned on, which makes a god-awful noise, so I decided to go ahead and finish this eye off camera real quick. So let's just go ahead and catch the other eye up. So I'm going to start off with the shade Sovereign Rain, this purple right here. It's like the metallic shade, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to put that along the entire lower lash line. And then I am going to go ahead and take one single shadow. This is from City Grace, and it is the shade Red Mist. It looks like a true white, but it has a really pink duochrome to it. So this is really beautiful, and they don't really have a shimmery inner corner color, at least not a lighter one. So I'm going to use this. I hope that shows up on camera how beautiful that is. So I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner, and then blend it into the purple, and then blend it onto the lid a little bit. Alright, so I added just a touch of it to the lid right there, but I'm going to go back into Amber Jewels, the red shade, and just slightly like put that on the inner part and just like blend the two shades together. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Pure On Point eyeliner in the shade Rain, which is this really beautiful purple shade. I was sent this through Octoly, but this is such a nice eyeliner. Like, it just completes this look so much in my opinion. So it's very pigmented. Just gonna go ahead and throw that on the waterline. And then really quickly just gonna add some mascara. Okay, so I couldn't do a City Grace video and not do my favorite highlighter. This is Pink Lightning. Great, good job, Amy. Okay, I only spilled a little tiny bit, so it's okay. But I live for this highlighter. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, kind of, I like to do this and press it into my brush. Look at that highlight. I'm telling you. So last but not least, I'm just going to go into Beauty Bakery lipstick in the shade Bastante Ice. Alright, so this is the finished look using the palette, so let's just talk about my thoughts so far. So, I mean, I already mentioned the packaging and everything. I think it's absolutely stunning. As far as the formulas go, the metallic shades, I feel exactly like the way I thought I was going to feel. They're absolutely beautiful. Obviously, this is just speaking from the ones that I used today, but I had absolutely no problems with them. I think that red all over the lid is just so, so beautiful. I love their metallic formula. The mattes, I feel like it took me a little bit longer to blend, but they did blend out. Everything looks good, but it did take me a little bit longer. I also felt like this purple shade I went with in my outer V, it didn't want to stick down, which is fine. It's not a big deal to me because it happens all the time now. I just like something about my outer corner, like shadows don't want to stick there. When I apply the metallic shade, it does stick now and it looks fine. I wish it looked a little bit more purple. I guess mixed with these tones, it looks kind of like a brown shade. So I will definitely try it out with the other purples here and see how it goes. I'm also going to try setting my entire lid with Queen of the North and see if that works better for the blending and makes the blending a little bit easier, because I like to have a tacky base when I do my eyeshadow because I feel like it makes it more pigmented, it makes it brighter. But I'm definitely going to keep trying this out and see if setting my lid helps the blending a little bit. I bet I could even could have gone in with Queen of the North and just blended the edges a little bit, and that would have helped. So I feel at the end of this, I definitely feel like I just need to keep playing with it and try a few different tips and tricks and see what I can do with it. But I think it definitely has potential. And like I said, the metallic shades you just can't go wrong with. So I think they are absolutely beautiful. And like this green shade, I can't wait to get all over my lid. Like, that is stunning. I can't wait to play with all these smoky tones here. I can't wait to get that on my my inner corner. So, and like I said, the purple look right here, I think that's going to be a beautiful little look, those three shades. So I am happy that I purchased it. I'm happy to keep playing with it. I didn't have any huge problems, like I said. So I'm not like A++ at this moment. I'm like a B-, I would say. A B- is pretty good place for this palette right now. But this is just a first impression. This was just for playing around, just to have a little bit of fun with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I would love to know if you picked up the palette, what you're thinking of it, or if you didn't pick it up, whatever you decided. I would just like to chat with you guys. I love talking in the comment section. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.